Welcome back to the channel, guys. Do you guys have overgrown grass? Do you have a badass pool in your backyard? Do you have a lawnmower that's guaranteed to start but will not start? If you answered yes to any of those questions, this video is for you. Today's video, we have a Toro 6.75 horsepower, 149 cc, powered by a Kohler engine. So, guaranteed to start, but this thing is not starting. I'm going to show you what it's doing. It might even fire, because it fired once, but I couldn't get it to fire again. And we're going to clean the carburetor. We're going to mow some grass. We're just going to have some fun in this whole video. And one important thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to add a fuel shutoff. It's one of the first lawnmowers I've seen without a fuel shutoff in it. Most of the time these guaranteed to starts do have one. No start. First step, pop off. You want to check that air filter. I've already checked this one. Nothing's wrong with it. It's a little dirty, but it's 100% good. I even tried to start it without it, and it still didn't start. Next thing, take this off. Make sure there's no blockages in here. Everything seems good. So we're going to put this aside. Now all you got to do is take your 10 millimeter. Should be 2 on this one. 1, pick that up in a second. 2, okay, got them both. Yep. Now what we gotta do is pull that off, put that aside, and now we take our fuel clamps. We're gonna clamp the fuel so we can shut that off so we don't get no leaks here. I forgot a pair of needle nose. Okay, got the pliers.
Yeah.
There we go. Just a little more. That way we can get a good grip on it. It's going to leak out a little bit. Let's make sure we actually got fuel going. Yep, we do. Okay, good. Now from here, all we're going to do is throttle it up. Pull off this linkage. Get that spring out. Now most of the time you can unscrew this, but in this case, I think we're going to have to just pull out the choke butterfly and lift it up. Okay, I just want to say that it would be easier instead of doing it the way I'm going to do it. It works fine, but if you took off the cover and unscrewed the choke lever from the opposite side of the engine, it'd be a lot easier than what I did. So if you want to skip to the part where I get this done, go ahead, and timestamps in the description. Thanks for watching. Always remember how that spring goes. Unless we could disconnect it from this side, which is not going to happen. So, all we got to do now is just grab this butterfly and just give it a good pull. Normally, you shouldn't have too much problem pulling those out, just like that. There we go. That one's in there pretty good. Now from there we can just lift this up, mind that spring. Of course it wants to give us a hard time on the throttle as well. There we go. Now we can pull it off, and actually now from here we just got to turn this. Just like that. Now we can clean this carburetor off. Okay, time for the carburetor clean. All you need to do this is a little can of carburetor cleaner. $2 at Walmart, works great. A flathead screwdriver. And a 10 millimeter wrench, socket, or whatever you have that's 10 millimeter. All you gotta do is take the bottom nut off. Should be just easy as pie. It'll drain out a little bit. Now from there, what you can do is put it down, take your flathead. I know it's supposed to be for a Phillips, but a flathead works fine here. Not a big deal. Unscrew this idle out all the way. Now from there, just gently pry up. Sometimes they're in there pretty good. Now we could spray in there, spray the idle jet. And now we can focus on the bowl. So this, you just grab firmly, give it a little twist, comes right off. Take the float pin keeper out, float pin and needle out, and now from here you're going to reach in this tube here, pull out that jet, just a flathead, push down with pressure while you counterclockwise turn. That way you don't break that brass. I have a feeling that emulsion tube is going to be stuck up in there too. So now from here, all you got to do is reach in here with your flathead. If this don't come out, that's not a big deal. You can still clean it without it. What there, right there, as I'm talking about, is, see if we can't get light in there. Probably not, but that's fine. We want to get that jet out though, so, and it's being stubborn. There it goes. Now we can try again with that emulsion tube. Don't put too much pressure on it, you don't want to break it. That's fine, we'll clean it while it's in there. So now all you gotta do is just take your carburetor cleaner, spray in every orifice you can find, even here where your idle jet is. You want to spray all that dust and dirt off. And that's all you gotta do. So we're gonna finish cleaning this up after you spray it all off. And we'll put it back on the machine. So I just finished cleaning out the carburetor. Important part, when you're putting the bowl back on, you want to make sure that, okay, the carburetor is going to go on like this. So you want to make sure that this drain tube is where someone could have easy access without taking it off. So right there, a little counterclockwise, here's the fuel, and then it'd be a little adjacent that way. It's very important when you put the bowl back on, make sure that you have access to this side nut. So let's do this and let's go put that carburetor back on. Smack this carburetor back on. First things first, we're going to put the throttle side on. We're going to make sure that this is all in the correct area. And then we'll make sure the spring's on there right. It should be overlapping like that. Now all we got to do is just put it on there. We don't have to put the throttle on just yet. Now we come over here, we're going to put this choke back in. Finding that spring. Oh wait, we forgot to put the wire on. The main part of the choke. There we go. Now once you got this part done, all you got to do is take your butterfly, and the same way we got it in, same way we got it out, put it in. Just push it in. And just like that. Now you see, it opens and closes just fine. We might have to push it in there a little bit more. But other than that, we're good. Now before we start it up, we're going to put on that cutoff. Okay, now from here I still have everything apart because I'm still going to work with feel and stuff. Just slightly put this line back on the carburetor. That way we can take this off and we're not going to leak gas everywhere. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to take our clamps and we're going to cut it off up here. You could just leave it attached to the carburetor, but this way if it comes off we have a backup. So now from here all we got to do is figure out how we're going to do. This one's a 90-degree shut off, so we're going to put it right here. So all I got to do is I just got to cut. Oh, I forgot that I was going to come out right there. That was dumb on my part. Now just put this on. Right there. And put that on right there. And now we can take our clamp off. Take our hose off. And now we're going to see if when we turn this on, if gas comes out. And gas is coming out. So there we go. We now added a fuel shut off. So let me put everything back together. Two 10mm bolts for the cover. And now we got a fuel shut off for the customer. And then let's try to start it up. Okay, got everything back together. We're going to turn on the fuel and fire this bad boy up. gas in there. We're good first pull. Make sure it stays running again. This one also has self-drive. Again. Okay, one final run. I'm gonna cut those dandelions over there. And there you have it, guys. Toro 6.75 Kohler engine, back to running one pole start again. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Right over here somewhere will be a playlist for all my lawnmower repairs, and over here will be what YouTube thinks you should watch next. So without further ado, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Until next time, see ya.